But if it ain't my partner, like nigga, like
yeah, you gonna let him
hands,
you gonna let him live.
I'm gonna let him live. Anybody else, I'm gonna let him live. Anybody around about just a casual friend with, I'm gonna let him live. You know what I'm saying? They got asked a good question. You know what the fuck I asked you. You ain't want to answer the question. I'm gonna let you live. So you know, it is what they just. I don't lie. I don't like ain't nothing to lie about.
Right.
That's just to bitches, but
it's a little section of
right. That's, you're right. So I can't say I don't lie at all. You know what I'm saying?
You just pick and choose your moment.
I just gotta pick and choose my moment, but it ain't gonna be to no man. Ever.
Right.
It ain't gonna never lie to no fucking man. Ever. Right. I will never lie to a man. There's no point. You know what I'm saying? Even about if you ask me when my partners ask me how I did, nigga, I tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. That's why all of them ask me, man, how I do today. I'm gonna tell you how the fuck you did, and you look like shit. You feel what I'm saying? You said a B. He asked me how I did. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is how you look like shit. You did this. You need to work on this. You need to work on that. I'm not gonna be your yes man. That's where Adrian Broner shit come from. That's why they got some of the yes man and he don't know how to fix shit.
Right.
Because people don't lie to him all this fucking life. Fuck all that.
Yeah, no, he was never. Yeah, that's why he in the position he in now.
Absolutely.
And now that everything going south, ain't none of the people around.
Nope.
So it's just gonna be him.
Fuck that. I don't believe it now. We don't do all that.
Right.
But A and B don't do all that because I raised them. We don't do all that. We don't do all that capping. We don't do all that line faking. We don't do none of that shit.
Right. It is what it is.
It is what the fuck it is. One way or the other. That's good or bad. You feel what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. There's no reason to fucking lie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For what, bitch? If you did this, you did it. Props to you for doing it. It happens. You feel what I'm saying? I was in there, I stepped in there and I did, and this is what happened. You know what I mean? Motherfucker, but you gotta prove it to me. You gotta make me a believer.
So with that being said, a lot of people had something to say about you when you came back in the corner and told me, figure it out. Me personally, when I heard that statement, I already kind of knew the mindset of where it came from when you said it. But I was just like, people who don't know him and know this character of you won't understand the realism in what you just said to him. They just gonna take it as, damn, what kind of preparation is that from a coach?
That right there, to figure it out, so many different things wrong with that. First of all, am I training or coaching the fucking crowd and the public, or am I training or coaching the fucking motherfucker I'm talking to?
Because realistically, we weren't even supposed to hear that. That was just a glimpse that you heard off the mic.
What the fuck I say to him, and for y'all understanding, ain't got shit to do with what he understands.
Right.
You understand?
He's supposed to execute.
He know what the fuck going on. You understand? Right. I don't need everybody else to know what the fuck going on. Well, figure it was Tim Bradley that did that too.
Yeah.
Figure it out. He blew that shit.
He done stirred the pot so much.
And when he just literally commented on Tiger Johnson last fight and told him he need to figure it out. That's what Tim Bradley
so now he taking it.
Said. You mean it's not even just taking it. Just I think it's just as a father son. Anybody got sons, they know. Especially old school. We want our sons to figure shit out. Mm-hmm. Like I tell my son, if you want to know how to fix something, nigga, look at it, nigga. Figure that shit out.
Right.
I don't need to hold your hand on every fucking thing. Figure that. Look at that, nigga. You want to know how to get that shit? Look at that shit. Figure that shit out how to get it out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. Just simple as that. So that wasn't for the crowd to hear. My son was winning every single round. I was telling him what to do. It is what it is. I'm not going to keep going into that part. I told him what to do. I knew he was going to win anyway. You heard me say that. You going to win anyway.
Right.
I said, figure it out. How do you say you going to win anyway? Then tell them, how do they go together? He was winning. He was winning every fucking round. So what am I telling him to figure out? I need you to figure out how to get them up cleanly out of that. That means there's obviously some shit that you didn't hear or see or some context you didn't get.
Right. No, that's my point. In the statement is like,
some context you didn't get.
With him is like, man, you done stirred the pot so much, and not to keep going back to him, but I feel like there could be a better narrative out on B.
Absolutely. If it
wasn't for him.
For that moment.
And I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm good with that. I'm good with that at the moment because again, they get eyes on them, they get dollars on them, they get people looking at them in doubt. That's fine. It was rough from November to May the 18th. It was rough. From November to May 18th, I had to shut the fuck up because, of course, just like I just said, I'm not with the internet talking with proof. So we hadn't proved shit. So I had to, again, so that's why I was hard. I can't talk on shit I can't prove, right? Now, what I could prove with the Quentin Rounder fight was when I was talking about that, like, motherfucker, he won 10 rounds. What are y'all talking about? What are we looking for? Where's the negativity in that?
Right.
You know, why is nobody asking why this man
perform like this?
Yeah,
what made you not show up at the point?
Why didn't nobody make it a big deal that this nigga was undefeated and he was a fucking Olympian and this and that? Why didn't nobody make it a big deal about why he didn't go and watch this kid that don't know shit about shit? According to Tim Bradley, he ain't got but one style, and if you take this way, he ain't got nothing else. Why we ain't talking about that?
They were talking about it when they thought he was gonna win. They talking about it.
And then that shit went all in more when they knew he wasn't.
When it was going, when they thought it was going their way, they were talking about it. They couldn't stop talking about it.
They couldn't stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? His story and this and that. Again, with the Giovanni, you heard all this shit about his father. I went back and watched it. I said, this motherfucker. Talk about what his father was. His father was a bricklayer. His mama was a such and such. Nigga, I ain't you say B Daddy was a single daddy with 4 kids. You didn't say B Daddy dropped out of school when he was 15, 16 motherfucking years old. You didn't say that. Nigga ain't even graduated. I ain't graduated high school. You ain't say that. You been no, nigga. I ain't graduated high school. You ain't say none of that. You ain't give B story. You been that motherfucker got a story too. You feel me?
Wow.
Yes. He got a fucking story too. But I never made it past the 10th grade. I never made it past the 10th grade. Again, that ain't nothing to big up, but I'm just saying it's my story though. You know what I mean? Let you know just because that happened, it ain't over with. You feel me?
And not to necessarily say that we bigging it up, but that's your story, and
there's
people that really can relate to that,
right?
And there's people that's still gonna go through
that. Exactly. Again, the reason I say not to big it up is I don't want like if a kid hit it, I want to see mama, I can't do it. Nah, that ain't the way you want to necessarily go unless that's the way you got to go. I had kids and shit, right?
Right.
I dropped out because I had kids. I just told you, he is my 4th child, and I had that motherfucker when I was 21 years old. That's my 4th child. You feel me? That's my 4th. That's my baby. Man, that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like my son is going to be 30 years old in 2 weeks.
Right.
I'm 45. I'm 45. My daughter 28 years old. My other daughter 26 and be 27. This motherfucker 23. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, we all about around the same age.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I got kids your age. Right. I'm older than you, way older than you. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But again, my boy got a story to tell, but they on there, his father was a bricklayer and this and that and all that shit. I'm like, damn, you ain't gonna say shit about my boy. Everything they were saying in the road has been 12 years. But guess what? You can always flip that shit. It only took B6.
Right.
It took this man 12 years to get his first title shot. It only took B6 and he took that shit. Took it. You feel what I'm saying? Why we ain't gonna see him talk about that?
After that?
Crickets, motherfucker.
Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Ain't nobody saying shit, crowd booing and shit. I'm happy B did what he did after he knocked his ass out. I'm happy about that.
Right.
What he got dropped, right? Nah, this ain't it. He's on the other side.
Yeah, so speaking about him getting dropped, so what was going through your mind?
I was cool.
You was cool?
I was cool because that's the only thing I ever worried about. You know, when I fought, what the first thing that derailed me was getting stopped. That was the first thing that derailed me because I mean, you got to imagine again. Think about what I've been through. Think about what I just told you. Dropped out at a certain age, raised kids, did this and that, whatever. I'm Superman to myself. You feel what I'm saying? I can't be stopped. You know what I mean?
You're Superman to a lot of people.
You hear what I'm saying? So I can't be stopped. And I'm going in and I'm fighting this motherfucker, and this motherfucker had arms. I'm not even exaggerating to you, bro. That motherfucker arms came down to past his knee. I was looking across the ring. I'm undefeated. I'm looking across the ring, and this dude standing he's like a real fucking monkey, bro. His arms. I'm not lying to you. His arms was like, I was like, how the fuck is his arms down? Well, fuck it, let's go. I go on there, we working. I'm working. That motherfucker cocked that bitch back and boom, the fuck. I ain't in the same fence. Again, I'm transparent. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Was that the eardrum?
I'm real about that wasn't the eardrum. Okay. I'm real about my shit. Right. I'm trans. I swear to God, I ain't been the same because let me tell you why. Because that was the first. The reason I ain't been the same because that was, but in a good way sometimes too. Because that was the first notion to me that I am human. Okay. You understand what I'm saying?
So it's a reality check.
So it's a big time reality check. What that motherfucker knocked the shit out of me. You understand? I got up. I ain't get counted out of no shit like that. Okay. He kept doing it, but anyway. That's how I got beat. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Well, let me say this. What I was saying, that's what I'm saying about the transparency, man. I'm very transparent about and that's what helped me going back to you said the Bocachica thing. Right. And that, man, everything I fucking went, I even used to say that I haven't failed at shit in life except boxing. That was a brag to me. That was a brag I used to tell like the certain people who doubt me and say shit. Motherfucker, you ain't never seen me fail at shit that I actually made an attempt to go for except boxing. Well, here it is. B still going. That mean I ain't even fail at boxing.
No, you didn't.
I didn't fail. You get what I'm saying?
You just reformed yourself.
I just reformed myself in the game, and I learned it wasn't for me. It was for him. You feel what I'm saying? So I learned what I learned, and it was for him. Now, back to the Bocachica thing. After what I told you happened to me, that's my fear for him. Like with what just happened to Devin Haney. Devin Haney ain't gonna be the same.
Right.
No matter what. I don't give a fuck what you say, what you do. That man ain't gonna be the same. I'm telling you.
Career.
He fucked up. No. Mentally. Fuck the career.
Like it's hard. It
fuck
gets hard
the career.
Back.
Listen to me. When like I just told you, when you think you Superman and you really believe you unbeatable, he really believed that shit. Yeah. When you think you Superman, that's what you have. That takes you so far. You know what I mean? That confidence takes you so fucking far. And when you lose that and you start to doubt and you start to get that little trickle of doubt, what kept happening to me, just real quick, and I'm gonna go back to that. What kept happening is when you get that doubt, even you can let it go, you can let it subside, because time heals everything, right? But what happens is when you go and it go away or whatever, you do forget. You start, you know what I'm saying? You start back working, you start, you bad. But whereas when you get in a situation where it's time to bite down and go at it, you don't go that way.
You a little hesitant.
That shit the shit you don't know that's still there start to trickle back up. And you remember how you felt then. And that's the problem. And that's where the doubt come in at. You can't have the doubt when you're doing shit like this. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So if something like that happened, then you be like, oh shit, it's happening. Here it go again. Again, even back to the end when I just told you when it was the end of my career, I had vertigo. I told you my eardrum shit was fucked up. It kept happening to me. I kept getting, like, I would be in that fight and be just fine. And motherfucker be fucking wobbling. What the fuck is going on?
Like I know where you lose your balance.
And again, that's what happens to you. You be like, you start the worries start to come like, oh shit, it's happening again. Whatever the fuck. You can't be going through that in now. You can't, not with that kind of pressure. You can't go through that in now. You feel what I'm saying? So again, that was my worry. I taught him every time against every person he ever fought. I said, listen, because that's the only thing I see. Skill wise, nobody. You pick them. I ain't finna name no names. You pick them. Nobody. I gotta tell you this.
Okay, go ahead.